we've been talking about.
Well, this is the old rivalry. This is the old battle that took place years ago and was always the hot fight of the tournament. And we see it once again with this very fast USA team. Extremely precise, but against this aggressive Russia 1. And they've got some work to do here. Great movement there, as you can see, under the Casellas, choosing his opponent carefully. Look at the speed of these American fighters. The Russians not quite sure what to do with themselves here.
They need to be
That's
careful.
very close to a takedown there. Great movement from the Russians, great aggression. Slamming into the side of him, not quite engaging in the way he want to, but he's going to have to make
one Russian down.
That's one Russian already
Second
down.
Russian down.
Oh, this is amazing work from USA.
I think that the movement has ended up tripping up.
Oh, that's another Russian down. Amazing fighting from USA here.
Fantastic kick to the legs from Colin Campbell.
And they're going to wear down these Russians. Very, very little they're able to do at this point. They're taking the blows. They cannot take much more of this. And that's a USA fighter who will be grounded for that. They're trying to get a grip on this big Russian. Wearing them down. He has been grounded by the marshal correctly because he did have a knee down on the opponent. He's been told to lie down.
Away from the fighters. I believe he
punishment coming down on these Russian fighters who have very little hope at this point. What can they do?
Seeing
intervention there, the USA fighter being told not to grab his weapon. The polearm wielder there. This can be a stop due to a breakage, and I think that victory will go to the USA. Absolutely stunning work from this American team, and the crowd absolutely love it.
The last round, we'll see whether Russia chooses to change their tactics. The position on the field the same. We can see that USA has changed a few fighters. Maybe a few stockier fighters on the field, but...
as have the Russians there. You can see the four of... I'm not sure if they took Gladkov off.
They've done a quick change.
Well, and the marshal gets out of there quickly. You can see skirmish going straight on. The Russians very cautious about this, and there may be a takedown there, twisting through. Big kick down, that's a massive takedown!
We've got one American and one Russian down. And we now have another one.
Oh, that's another massive takedown! It's all happening in this fight now. You can see the grounded fighters, two Russians on either side of the list. This is turning out to be an amazing round.
We do have an advantage too.
It goes down Russia now, in control. But it is 3 versus 3. Things have evened out.
The marshal's getting involved. Something's going on here.
But there seems to be a block there, yeah. Not sure if armors come loose or anything, but everybody is packed into the corner. The Russians want to keep going.
Being told to disengage. One fighter maybe being told to take a knee, even though the fighting had stopped.
It looks like some armor has come broken or come loose. I'm not sure if it can just be adjusted or it's actually broken, therefore he might be grounded for that.
Looking, but I don't think they can
it
find
appears
it.
not.
Time to
but they get back into it there. Very
Russians
fast work there from the United States, going straight in. Russian on the outside of things can't quite connect with these fighters, but you can see those massive blows coming down on the USA.
It's a very even fight. USA getting tucked in the corner there. He needs to make sure that he stands up, or he's going to be powered down.
Yeah.
One of the USA fighter gets clear, trying to help out his mates, but now he's got his back
caught. Trying to take down that big American there, but he can't quite do. But he's very, very close now. All they need to do is take out the legs. He's holding onto the list.
He's holding on for dear life. His USA team members need to try to fight back. He's really, really struggling there. One USA team member.
Oh, and he is down. Russia with a big advantage, 3 against 2 here. Oh, that's very close. He's actually hooked onto the other side of this, and that's a great takedown. Russia now have evened the score. This is absolutely amazing.
The focus of the Russians, you could see the second that the fight continued, they were back in there. Unfortunately, too much confusion.
So we go to the third and final round of Russia 1 versus USA 1.
So much at stake here.
Yeah.
Russia changed their play very quickly at the beginning of the last round. Let's see if they do the same thing here, letting the Americans expect something.
And here it is. We get going. Cautious start there.
USA.
These flying kicks from the Russians are so powerful and decisive, as we saw.
I think USA need to step up their game and go back to what they were doing. By standing around there waiting too long, we have some changes of position.
Big strikes there coming in from the USA fighter. Going for a lunge, however, he's met with a kick.
We have one.
That's a Russian fighter already down.
This could actually mean that there is obviously an advantage.
Oh, never say never, because in the middle there of the list you can see
Another USA fighter's gone down. We now have even numbers.
Wow, it's been even now. This is an incredible fight. Here in the corner, fighting. There's a locked weapon there. However, that USA fighter doesn't look to be in a good position. However, he's helped out now by his teammate. Charging in with a flying kick there. A maneuver preferred by this big Russia 1 team. And he's now trying to play him at his own game, but he's holding on.
Oh, just held on to that one. He nearly got thrown. Eyes are all around, trying to see if they can support each other. That Russian looks like he's out of the list. We have that
now the advantage to the USA. Smashing down on these Russians. Can the USA take down Russia 1?
Now the USA fighter has gone down. Now it seems to be an even match again.
What are we looking at? 2 versus 2 here?
No, 3 versus
3 versus 3, I beg your pardon, yep.
We have this American fighter trying to grapple him using his...
Well, he's got to be careful not to grab the end of his own weapon.
He's trying to get onto the haft and get it around the head, but he's not, and around the lower body, but it's not happening. If he drops his polearm, he might be able to take it up behind the fighter, but he's keeping his head on a swivel, making sure that he's checking his surroundings. We have in the corner a bit of a hug going on between the Russians and the US fighter, almost twisting him out. There seems to be a martial break up there to see what's going on. Maybe they've been too busy engaged, or there might be a Russian malfunction in armor. The Israeli marshal saying play on.
A number of them are being broken up here. So there's just one skirmish which is still active. The other two, they're still going there. Some good teamwork from the Russians, both grabbing on there.
It'll be interesting to see what they're able to do here. Every
it's
skirmish.
Extremely tense now. All the weight putting down on that big Russian, but he doesn't want to slip. The sand now is very, very loose. Can he put all his weight on him? Amazing work from the USA. However, the Russians are now putting all the weight on the Americans.
I think they need to get a USA member off to the other side to help them.
Can he break him away?
He survived that somehow. Great support there from the USA member, hacking into the back of one of the Russians. It is very close to the ground. But
the American has gone down.
This now leads to a 3-2 fight. This could be...
the Russians in control now. They've been made to work for this. This is one of the closest fights we have ever seen in Battle of the Nations.
And unfortunately, one of the USA members is already in a headlock, and a Russian just waiting for the other ones to take down.
That's right, I think he's going to struggle through this. He's going to work away at those legs. However, some difficulty being had by the third Russian who is involved with the American at the back.
We can see the two-handed axeman looking for his spare weapon, which is
and he
behind
can't
him.
He can't reach it.
He can't, and this means he's looks like he's almost
holding a weapon. They need to be very careful that he will be penalised. However, he's come away. Big blows now from the American. The captain of the American team being told to move back.
This could be anyone's fight.
Oh, that's a big shove there. And he gets him back to the list, however.
He's doing his darndest, trying to help out his American teammate there, stuck in the corner. That poor American having all that weight rested on him. But
so you saw that. You see that very rapid run at there from Team USA. However, there is once again they're trying to hold back their teammate. Big work there from the Russians, and the USA one somehow stays up. That is incredible.
His legs are now being taken
Kiselius
out.
now kicking away those legs, and it's 3-1. Russia 1 have taken it against USA 1.
Such a hard-fought defeat there for the USA team. Small mistakes may have cost them, but in the end, I think that they did the best that they could, and Russia getting the small advantages.